Living every day in your head for a day. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane. Living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight is the Southern Excitement Racing League All-Star Race. Currently up first will be the All-Star Open. These are the guys that haven't quite qualified their way into the All-Star Race yet. Top 9 will advance. Currently only got 9 in the race. We'll see if anyone else logs in. So it looks like everyone will advance unless we get some other people coming in. But we're racing for bragging rights, and we're racing a little bit of money on the line for the winner of this race. 50 laps here for the All-Star Open, and then we'll jump over for the All-Star Race. And the All-Star Race tonight is going to be 110 laps. There'll be 4 segments. The 4 segments will be 40 laps, 30 laps, 20 laps, and then a 10-lap shootout. Each one of those stage winners will get a little prize, and then the winner will get a prize. So everyone racing for some money tonight. Your 10 All-Stars that are already locked into the main event are AJ Rogers, Jonathan Cogswell, Mark True, Travis Scramita, Blake Giglio, Andrew Rattel, Bill Stringfellow, Doug Neal, Lee Grandy, and Ronnie Osmer. Those guys will be in the main event here in just a few minutes. After this 50-lapper here at Texas Motor Speedway in the Open. Justin Lumpkin out on track, currently 3rd quickest behind McMillan and Prentice. We are running the next-gen cars for the All-Star Race tonight. That's why these cars look a little bit different, if you're wondering. This is what those next-gen cars look like. That's the Ford. There's the 2 Chevys. Got about a minute left. Then there'll be a 5-minute qualifying. And then this race is going to be a short one, 50 laps. Top 9 advance. Winner gets some money. Casey Herring out there as well. Haven't seen him in a little while. Glad to see him back. This race is sponsored by Darren's Nail Gun Repair. If you're looking to get your nail gun repaired and you live out in West Tennessee, check out Darren's Nail Gun Repair. Get you hooked up. Kyle Adcock representing the SERL Cup Series on his hood. We come down almost qualifying time. There it is, time for qualifying. So we do have 10 drivers in the session now. So one person's going to go home. Top 9 will advance. One person not going to make it to the All-Star Race tonight. Let's see, first car out on track, Joey Doucette. Running kind of an old scheme, going back towards Earnhardt when he ran that Coca-Cola scheme. One thing different about, well, a couple things different about these next-gen cars, they are paddle shift or sequential shift. So they're not the typical H pattern shifter, and they also have 5 gears. So a little bit different, not what these guys are used to when we were running the current gen cars in our league. But for this All-Star race, we're pulling out the next gens, getting a little bit ahead of the curve. And speaking of that, next week we'll be racing at Nashville Super Speedway. iRacing just added that to their service this week. So we'll be the first league to really run a league race on Nashville Super Speedway next Sunday night. Matt Goodell with a quick lap. Joey Doucette in second. Kyle Adcock runs a quick one as well in the number 9. Goodell going to keep his, he's going to actually move back. Wow, Doucette on his second lap, a burner, 29.85. John McMillan Jr. gets out there, almost identical lap time. See if he can improve any at all on his second lap. Everyone within a tenth of each other. McMillan moves up into the pole. McMillan out front now. Justin Lumpkin moves up to second on the board. A real pretty white and black car. Travis White moves up to fourth. Jamie Dunning out to qualify now. Casey Herring 7th quickest. This is a short qualifier, so these guys only got about a minute left. Jamie Dunning 4th quickest in the number 13. Casey Herring moves out to the pole position. Nate Maurer now on track in the number 97 Sim box car. As we get ready to do our grid. Pole position for the open race. Casey Herring on the pole, rolling off second spot, going to be John McMillan Jr. Third position, Justin Lumpkin. Jamie Dunning in 4th spot. Joey Doucette in 5th. 6th position going to be Travis White. 7th is Matt Goodell. 8th spot, Kyle Adcock. 9th, Nate Maurer. And rounding out the field is Matthew Prentice. Get ready to start this All-Star Open. We have 10 competitors, so one driver going to go home. 9 cars will advance to the All-Star. With Casey Herring leading us off. Probably been doing quite a bit of these next gen races in the officials. John McMillan Jr. currently 6th in points, was 1 point away from getting that top 5 and qualifying in, even though he didn't have a win. So he'll have to race his way in tonight, but he has been super fast all season long. Justin Lumpkin up there in 3rd spot. Absolutely beautiful car. Jamie Dunning, admin of this league, does a fantastic job. He's out there starting 4th. Joey Doucette in 5th. Travis White, Matt Goodell, Kyle Adcock, Nate Maurer, and Matthew Prentice. That's going to be our field for the night. Come rolling around for the start of the All-Star Open here for the Southern Excitement Racing League. That pace car going to peel off, and we're going to get racing. Green flag for Casey Herring. The way these cars are, you're pretty well flat out for probably the first 10 or laps or so. Everybody kind of getting in line right now. Justin Lumpkin's moved his way up to 2nd. Jamie Dunning gets shuffled to the high side. Travis White works down to the bottom. Everyone kind of easing their way around Jamie as he's fallen back to 7th already. Jamie has dropped all the way back to 9th position. Nate Maurer now moving his way around. That'll put Jamie back into the 10th spot. That is that transfer position. Kind of got to keep up with the draft in this next gen car. Joey Doucette moving his way around Lumpkin for the 3rd position. Prentice has moved his way up. Prentice started back in the back. Moved up to 6. Now the 38 of Matt Goodell with a big move down to the inside. These cars have huge runs if you catch that draft just right. Jamie Dunning has moved his way into the field right now. Kyle Adcock, the lone man out right now. Up front, McMillan Jr. trying to find his way around the number 2 of Casey Herring. Doucette continuing to work on Lumpkin. Comes up off that bottom a little bit, has to lift a touch. Travis White now trying to give a look to the inside of Joey Doucette. He loses momentum there, and Goodell to the inside, but they're 3 wide. Oh, the 38 backs out. Wise decision as the 15 of Matthew Prentice on the low lane. Trying to make his way back around. Nate Maurer has now dropped back to 10th. Kyle Adcock in, Nate Maurer out. Doucette and Lumpkin still battling it out. Now Dunning trying to make a move, but he sends himself up in the high lane. Now he's going to be moved back to the 10th position, sending it a little wide into turn 1 and 2. You really got to be down on that bottom line, or else it'll really kill your momentum, make you real tight through 1 and 2 if you're not right down on the bottom. Casey Herring's led every lap so far. McMillan's still right on his tail. Doucette now trying to take a look on the inside. Casey Herring, first race back in a while. So far led every lap. These top 3 are all over each other. John McMillan Jr. second. Justin Lumpkin in third. Back here around the transfer spot, Kyle Adcock trying to make his way back forward. Racing side by side with Nate Maurer. That's for the 8th position as Jamie Dunning currently sits on the outside looking in. Oh, 1 around, that's the 4. No caution. He's slow. Looks like he has hit the wall pretty hard. Oh, the 22 and the 4 come together 4 hard into the outside wall. Yeah, he and the 22 come together. I think the 22 is ready to go down to the corner yet. Just catches him right in the quarter panel, and around he goes. So Lumpkin a good ways out now. Hoping for a caution, hoping these guys get to racing. A lot of damage. He's going to have to come down pit lane. Casey Herring up front. McMillan Jr., Joey Doucette still in the top three. Does anybody have anything for Casey Herring? This really is where the race is right now. Is last place is currently a lap down. Everyone in the top 9 going to advance. So McMillan's been all over the back bumper. But Casey Herring just hasn't been able to make a move on him. There he is, now to the inside. McMillan Jr. taking a look. He's got to run. They touch door to door through the corner. Oh, they touch again. The 51 gets a little bit tight. Now Doucette up on the high side. He's going to move his way into second. Can Doucette come up here and have anything for Casey Herring? Down the backstretch, Herring with a little bit of a lead, about 5 car length lead ahead of the 22. They're getting a big run down the front stretch. Doucette pulls right to the rear bumper of the 2 of Casey Herring. Looks to the high side, not going to be able to make a move through there. The 51 of McMillan Jr. now trying to get his way back up into the second spot. Doucette right there. Has to let out. That allows McMillan to really pull up on the 22. Now he's going to the high side. And these 5 racing hard for this race win. Doucette's trying to make a move on Casey Herring. Oh, he sends it a little bit wide. He and the 51 come together. The 51 now makes his move into second. McMillan and Doucette battle for second as Herring starts to get a little bit of a lead. Oh, they touch the 22 up high. Has to get out of it to save it. Cars scattering everywhere. Now everyone around Doucette. Doucette moves back to 5th. McMillan Jr. in second spot now. He's reeling in Casey Herring pretty quick. These cars get a big run in the draft. McMillan now back to the bumper of Herring. Can he do something with this big run he's got? He's going to look to the high lane. That's not going to work. McMillan right there. Can he make a move? Down to 23 laps to go here in the Open. Right to the bumper. Doucette has fallen back a little bit, trying to make his way back in to the draft. He's off the back in 5th spot. Everyone else just kind of running around, safely trying to make their way in. Prentice in 6th, Adcock 7th, Dunning in 8th, and Nate Maurer in 9th. Just taking it easy out there. Justin Lumpkin currently a lap down, hoping for a caution. It's like McMillan kind of got a little bit of his nose or the left front tire underneath the, onto the apron. Got his car a little uneasy, but down the backstretch, Casey Herring kind of pulling away. But with these next-gen cars, it's very difficult to stay away for too long, as you get such huge runs in the draft. Millen Jr. Right there in 2nd. Just can't quite get enough. Casey Herring's led every lap so far. Who else can make a move? Looks like Joey Doucette has caught Travis White. He's going to try and make his way around the 23. Doucette looking to the inside. Now for a battle for the lead. McMillan Jr. on the inside of Casey Herring. Got the position. As they go through turn 3, he's going to get the lead. Can Casey get a run on the outside? He's still there. Casey will lead that lap. Matt Goodell right there with these guys. Now the other two have caught up. It's still a 5-car race for the win. Casey battling hard on the outside. McMillan down low. Oh, 51 and the 2 come together. The 2 shoots to the outside, gets into the wall. So Casey Herring into the outside wall. Take another look at the contact. 51 right down on the bottom. The 2 comes down. So he's trying to side draft, but got up there in the marbles and hits that outside wall. And that'll really slow him down. He's already 2.5 seconds off the lead. Now 4-car race for the win. Travis White moves into second. Goodell slips back to fourth. Doucette's now made his way back up into the third position. Travis White all over the rear bumper. McMillan gets in a little bit hot, has to check up. Doucette to the inside. Doucette now into second spot around Travis White. McMillan holding on to the lead. These guys still battling hard for second position. McMillan loves to see these guys battling hard behind him. Casey Herring goes into the pit lane. So now can Justin Lumpkin get back around him? That'll move Justin Lumpkin back into ninth spot. Casey Herring is now out. Travis White right there. Coming down, just 9 laps to go here. The Darren's Nail Gun All-Star Open. As soon as you lose a little bit of momentum, that guy behind you is going to take advantage. And as you see, the 23 checked up just a little bit, and Joey Doucette down on the inside. He's trying to move his way into second. He will do it. As Travis gets a little loose off the corner. Doucette now to second as he puts his sights on John McMillan Jr. for the win. Oh, with a nose on the inside. Can't quite make it. Travis with a push down into the corner. That'll put Joey Doucette in the lead. McMillan now falls back to third. Joey Doucette in the lead. Travis White in second. John McMillan now third, battling with Matt Goodell. Joey Doucette, who does so good in our truck series. Just outside of the playoffs in the Cup Series. But now Travis White takes a look on the inside. They come close together. Now McMillan back in the hunt. Doucette drops back to third. Travis White in the lead now. Oh, and McMillan instantly to the inside. These four dodging and diving back and forth. McMillan now your new leader. Doucette back into second. Goodell trying to put his name in the bucket here. Moves into third spot. Down to the final 4 laps. Can McMillan Jr. hold on? Down to the 2.5 laps. Joey Doucette trying the highest lane, but no, Travis White going to move on the inside, able to hold it right against that white line. A 4-car battle for the lead, only 2 laps left. Travis White to the bottom. Oh, he tags the 51 of McMillan. I think there was contact there. Let's take a look. Just a little bit of contact as he was heading to the inside. So McMillan going to drop back a little bit as we're down to white flag. Travis White out front, Joey Doucette second. It all comes down to this. Joey Doucette now to the inside. They're side by side down the backstretch. Goodell trying to make it 3 wide. Through the corner, side by side. Who's going to get it? McMillan now in there. It's going to be Travis White. Wow, what a race. Temper's already flaring. The 51 spins out the 23. So the car that's out is going to be Casey Herring. Jamie Dunning will advance in 9th position. And we will head over to the All-Star Race. We will be right back in a few minutes as we move over to the All-Star Race. The All-Star Race will begin at 8:30. So tune back in at 8:30 and we'll be ready for the All-Star Race. Just to let everyone know who advanced: Travis White, Joey Doucette, Matt Goodell, John McMillan Jr., Matthew Prentice, Kyle Adcock, Nate Maurer, Justin Lumpkin, and Jamie Dunning will all be in the All-Star Race here in just a few minutes. We will be right back with the All-Star Race in about 15 minutes.
I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends we never met? Even if you pretend, am I in your debt? I don't know you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Lost telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Don't waste it on me. Life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
So we are back at the All-Star Race. Just a few minutes left in All-Star practice. Matt Goodell, one of our guys who just advanced from the Open, currently quickest on the board. Ronnie Osmer, second quickest. Kyle Adcock in the third quickest right now. He's also one who just advanced. So maybe a little bit of an advantage for some of these guys who've been running for just run a 50-lap race. We'll have to see. Travis Scramita in 89. Good looking ally ride. Tyler Humphrey, he gets in on the fan vote. Got a lot of votes in that fan vote competition, and Tyler Humphrey advances to the All-Star through the fan vote, so certainly a fan favorite. Tyler Humphrey tonight. We'll see how well he can do. Currently 6th on the board. Andrew Rattel, he's another one who's won before. Got about 2 minutes left, and our winners will be qualifying. Those who just advanced will not qualify, so a little bit of an advantage to the guys who have won a race this year. They are our true all-stars. That's the advantage that they get. Of course, they were automatically in this race. And our drivers who have won a race this season, that's A.J. Rogers, Jonathan Cogswell, Mark True, Travis Scramita, Blake Giglio, who's sitting in the pit lane right now, not sure if that may have been because that was my paint earlier. Not sure why he's got the 3 paint on. Andrew Rattel has also won a race. There in the number 5, Bill Stringfellow. The number 83, Doug Neal has won a race this year. Lee Grandy, who's currently not in the session, and Ronnie Osmer are all of our winners this season. About 33 seconds left to qualify. Left until qualifying. Hold the 9 there into the outside wall, slides through the grass. All right, so we'll go into qualifying. We'll see who is out on track first. We'll see who's the first to qualify. Bill Stringfellow out on the track. Will's AJ Rogers already pulling out. Let's take a ride with AJ Rogers. See if we can move backwards a little bit. There we go. Try and get a better look. What's going on inside this ride? I'm able to control these functions with my sim box. If you're looking for a button box for your sim rig, don't go any further. Go to Simbox, Simbox PC on Facebook. Doug Neal, get you hooked up. You see there on that dashboard, gear 5. These cars have 5 gears. Bill Stringfellow now at the top of the board. Jonathan Cogswell comes around, gets 3rd spot. Doug Neal in 4th now. No Doug Neal at the top of the board. Travis Cremita out on track. Ronnie Osmer and Mark True out there as well. All of our winners taking their qualifying lap. Stringfellow comes around to take the pole back. Doug Neal back to the top of the board. Not sure why the paint looks funky like that. He's out top. Jonathan Cogswell in 4th spot. Ronnie Osborne going to qualify 5th. So far, Travis Cremita coming around to complete his first lap. Osmer to the top of the board. Mark True. He may have touched the wall. He's a little off. Not sure what's going on there. Blake Giglio now out on the track. There you go. There's that paint. Number 16 is normal paint, but in a next-gen car. Blake's won several races this year. Go back and we look at where these guys have won. Blake has won at Phoenix, Atlanta, Martinsville, Dover, and Charlotte. So a 5-time race winner for Blake Giglio. Andrew Rattel, he's out on track. Andrew Rattel, he won our race at Bristol Motor Speedway. current pole sitter Ronnie Osmer won at Circuit of the Americas, so a road course guy and another road course guy, Travis Skrmita, in second. He did win at Las Vegas, I believe. Yes, he was our Las Vegas winner and also won at Sonoma last week. So Andrew Rattel out there. We'll see where he can get this Ford Mustang. Rattel 8th on his first lap. We'll see if he can get a little bit better on his second lap. 6th spot. So let's see if we can get a word with our pole sitter Ronnie Osmer, as he is our 0X Designs Pole Award winner. If we can get a word with Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you got there. You set on the pole for our All-Star race. You and some of these other guys who've won a race are going to be qualifying, starting up front. So what do you think about these next-gen cars and how they drive at Texas?
They're kind of a more unique challenge than the Cup cars, and I just feel like how it drove during practice and stuff, that qualifying was going to be extremely important. So I made sure to get focused on that and make sure to get a good time in. So I think there's going to be some struggles to get passes in and probably a lot of mistakes made, but these cars are going to make this race very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they're going to advance the session. So our pole sitter, Ronnie Osmer, good luck tonight, and expect you to see you up front leading a lot of laps.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man. All right, so we are going to jump right to the main event. So our pole sitter tonight for the All-Star race is going to be Ronnie Osmer. Rolling off in second spot, Blake Giglio. Ronnie is our winner at Circuit of the Americas. Blake Giglio, 5 wins this season. Charlotte, Dover, Martinsville, Atlanta, Phoenix. Travis Skrmita, winner at Las Vegas. And winner at last week at Sonoma. Doug Neal, he brought home the victory at Talladega. Bill Stringfellow, he got his win at Richmond. Andrew Rattel, he won at Bristol Motor Speedway. AJ Rogers won our season opener at Daytona. Jonathan Cogswell won a late last lap thriller at Darlington. And that's all of our, actually Mark True, who wasn't able to make a qualifying lap, he's going to roll off 12th. But Mark True won at Homestead. So starting in 9th, John McMillan Jr. finished very well earlier in the race, the All-Star Open race. Matt Goodell advanced from that All-Star Open as well. Nate Maurer advanced from the All-Star Open. Justin Lumpkin gets in from the All-Star Open. Joey Doucette starting 14th. Jamie Dunning, Matthew Prentice, Kyle Adcock all advance from the All-Star Open. Travis White was the All-Star Open winner. And Tyler Humphrey was our fan vote winner. And he gets in, did not have to race his way in. So Tyler Humphrey appreciates all those votes for the people who voted for him. He gets in on the fan vote. It's the way this thing's going to work. We're going to have 4 segments. The first segment going to end on at the end of lap 40, at the beginning of lap 41, there'll be a caution, and that winner will get $10. And then every stage, the winner will get $10, the winner will get $20. So if you win all the stages, you come home with $50 for this one race. And if you're Ronnie Osmer or Travis White, you could get $60 for they got $10 for the pole and for the win earlier. So gonna be a wild race. Pace car pulls in. Ronnie Osmer gonna lead us off. Green flag for the SERL All-Star Race. Osmer got a good start. Blake, a bad start in the outside lane, drops all the way back to 5th. They're 3 wide there right behind. A big pack. This is going to be pack racing all night long, kind of like Talladega. Three wide. Justin Lumpkin lets Andrew Rattel in. These guys trying to play it safe these first few laps. Doug Neal currently running in 10th position. Travis Skrmita's out front. Ronnie's dropped back to 3rd as Bill Stringfellow making his way up. Yeah, I think I'm under the impression that there's going to be quite a few passes in this one. Couple familiar names. Of course, the cream rises to the top, and right now, Skrmita, Stringfellow, Rogers, all winners in the top 3. Our first non-winners, Nate Maurer, who's now moved his way into 5th position. Actually, McMillan in 4th has not won a race. Those guys working their way forward. McMillan trying to make a move on Rogers down to the inside. He's looking. Osmer back in 5th, trying to make a move. Now he goes to the inside of McMillan down the backstretch. Travis and Bill side by side. They're 2 wide all the way back through the pack. Stringfellow now out front. He gets a run on the outside. We haven't seen that done all night long. People making the outside work, but Bill makes it work, gets the pass on the outside. Travis now to the inside. Stringfellow trying to hold it up high. Osmer now making his way back up into the second spot. Stringfellow drops back to third. Osmer now to the high side, trying to make it work like Bill did. Blake's now moved into third. McMillan trying to make a move on Stringfellow for fourth spot. Blake now into second. Juking left, juking right. Can't get around Skrmita. McMillan's now made his way up to third. Bill down to the inside. That's for the battle for fourth. Blake gets hung up on the high side. McMillan now moves into second. Down the backstretch, top five kind of getting a little bit spaced out. As we go back through the field, our fan vote winner is currently in 15th. Kind of off the back of the pack, just trying to survive to the end of the night. Travis White, who won the All-Star Open, has moved up into 12th, trying to find his way up into the front of the field. Oh, those two get real close. Mark True, another one of our winners, currently in 8th position. Trying to work his way around Doug Neal. Doug Neal in the 77 Simbox car. Just in front of him, Nate Maurer in another Simbox car, number 97. He's trying to get his name up in this leader basket. Bill is falling all the way back to 6 now. They touch. Bill moves up the track. He's going to lose several positions as he lost momentum. Bill going to have to get back into a rhythm and try and get back into that draft. You see some damage there on the left front. The hood popped up. So some aero damage for the 83 of Bill Stringfellow. It's going to hurt him for this first stage. Travis still out front. You see him battling for second. On back to 6th and 7th. $51 of McMillan trying to make a move. Blake has fallen all the way back to 6th position. Jamie Dunning, he's fallen off the back of the pack, as well as Matthew Prentice and Matt Goodell. Looks like Prentice and Goodell with both with a little bit of damage on the rear end. But no caution was thrown. Actually, 38 may have some front end damage as well. Yeah, looks like there may have been an incident we didn't quite catch. Well, those cars got sideways. Like the 15 was there in the middle, and the air just kind of sucked him around, and he noses into the 38. The 13 at the same time got into the outside wall, so some damage for those cars. They're trying to catch back up. They are currently running 18th and 19th. Travis Skrmita still holds the lead. Osmer all over the rear bumper, just can't quite get enough of a run. Skrmita blocking all the way down to the inside line, even down the back stretch. Doesn't want anybody getting to the inside of him. Doucette and AJ Rogers a little bit. Oh, the AJ Rogers goes around. Oh, hard into the 23. Caution on the speedway, 17 around. A lot of damage for the 17. Let's take a look. Something happened right before this. Oh, they were 3 wide. Not really sure if the 17 knew they were 3 wide. Went down into the corner. 22 and the 17 touch there. The 17 comes down, and they all 3 touched. Blake Giglio also involved. The 22, after he went all the way to the door of the 16, shoves the 17 up a little bit. And as they go on through, if we can get a little bit further. Yeah, the 17 and the 22. 17 comes down, and they net code. And the 17 hard into Travis White, who was trying to sneak his way around on the outside. So a couple of these cars going to have to take their free pass already. Three cars stay out. Travis Skrmita, first car in. Doug Neal in as well. Some cars already pulling out. The 97 of Nate Maurer going to race. The 89, I believe, Maurer may have beat him out. I don't know. Looks like Travis must have got him. So Travis, the first car with tires. Osmer, Giglio, Adcock out there with just 15 left to go in the stage. Going to chance it on 25 lap old tires. No, Maurer did beat the 89 out. So Maurer going to be the first one with tires. Going to be restarting in 4th. AJ Rogers ends up falling a lap down through all that. Looks like Stringfellow, who I had heard was having some computer issues, may have messed up. The Stringfellow out. That's going to be Osmer, Giglio, and Adcock, all three out there on older tires. So Osmer out front. We'll see if he's able to hold it up here on older tires. These next-gen cars, when iRacing put them on the service, they're not quite exactly the way that they will be next year. They're definitely an early version, and tire wear hasn't been a huge factor in these next-gen cars. So we'll see. Does 25-lap old tires make a difference? We're about to find out, as the 97 of Nate Maurer is the first one with new tires. Travis Skrmita, who pitted from the lead right there, is going to be rolling off in 5th. Everyone from 4th on back with new tires. Blake up there on the high side. Got a little bit of damage on the right front from that incident, but nothing major. As they're waiting for Ronnie Osmer to take it green. Restart to be on the leader when this iRacing pace car pulls off. There he goes. Osmer with the restart, gets a good jump. Giglio will slide down into 2nd spot. Everyone just holding on to that bottom line. Those 3 cars with the older tires hold on for the first lap. Skrmita now trying to find his way up to the inside of Doug Neal. Oh, the 9 of Adcock goes around down through the dirt. He's going to come back out in last place as he went sideways right in front of Travis Skrmita. Skrmita out of the inside of Blake Giglio for the 2nd spot. Let's see if we can get a look at that. See what? Oh, that was from the 9. Let's take a look from the inside of the 89 and see just what he saw. As the 9 went right down in front of him. And he just avoided that. Skrmita has moved into the lead as they are battling 3 wide. Mark True out on the outside. These guys getting real close, trying to get the side draft. Down to the final 10 laps in the stage. Oh, looks like a wreck. Several cars involved. 77 flips down the backstretch. It happens somewhere around here. Oh, the 77 and the 5 come together and right up into Mark True. Oh, the 77 sent airborne. The 23 involved. That may have, he may have net-coded through that as his damage goes away. The 77, man, violent crash for the 77. The 13 of Dunning, I believe he hits the outside wall as well as the 38. Matt Goodell around. 17 missing his nose. Take a look one more time. Yeah, not real sure on that one. It looks like maybe net code again. And man, violent crash. Take a look from this angle. The several cars take their fast repair. Currently out front, Travis Cremita going to have a short shootout here for the end of the stage. Travis Cremita, John McMillan Jr., Justin Lumpkin, Nate Maurer, and Tyler Humphrey, our fan vote winner, up in the top 5 at the end of stage 1. We're going to go green with about 5 laps to go. Mark True had a tow. He's 3 laps down right now. About to see with these stages he may get back to the lead lap. AJ Rogers, with his damage, has chosen to exit the session, so the 17 of AJ Rogers is out, as well as Bill Stringfellow. Everybody going double file. Lights are off on the pace car. Look back through the field. Travis Skrmita going to be the control car on this restart. 5 laps before the end of stage 1. Travis so far been the class of the field. Interesting to see our fan vote winner up into the top 5. And an early start. Travis Skrmita, the 51, was ready for it. He's still side by side. McMillan trying to make the high line work. Nate Maurer now moves up into the 3rd spot. As they go single file. Osman restarted 10th up to 8th. Skrmita still in the lead. McMillan trying to find his way around. McMillan in a familiar position, as this is kind of where he was all open. Skrmita, big blocks down the backstretch. McMillan trying to take a look on the inside. Skrmita not going to give him the low lane. McMillan looks low again. Can he get him this time? Not going to get there. Osmer trying to work his way back up into 6th now. Now McMillan up on the high side. Can he get a run off the corner? Lumpkin going to try and go up there and push the 51 around the 89. McMillan now with the nose out front. He's going to be the leader. He's going to get around the 89. Now down to the inside as we come around to the white flag for stage number 1. Travis looking. Can he get down to the inside? He wants that low lane. Man, McMillan with a huge power move on the high side. Does anybody have anything from McMillan? I don't think so. McMillan going to come off the corner at the end of stage 1. A big block from McMillan, and McMillan will win stage 1 in the SERL All-Star Race. Wild action. That admin caution is thrown. McMillan, stage 1 winner. A great job to John McMillan Jr. Now stage 2 will end at lap 73, so we kind of spaced that out to try and get our segments right. So segment 2 going to end at lap 73. That'll give us a 30-lap segment. Trying to not have these caution laps count. So who's going to pit? Is everybody going to come down a pit here? 51 in, the 89 out, 55 out. Lumpkin and Maurer as well down the pit lane. Tyler Humphrey, our fan vote winner. He'll pit. Jonathan Cogswell, Matthew Prentice, Blake Giglio, Andrew Rattel, Kyle Adcock, Jamie Dunning all down the pit lane. Joey Doucette and Doug Neal, they come down to pit as well. Mark True going to get the free pass. That'll put him one lap down now. So at the end of, if we don't have a caution in this segment, then at the end of this segment, he should get the free pass and get back on the lead lap. So the cars that stayed out there, Scramita, Osmer, Travis White, Matt Goodell. 4 cars stay out at the end of stage 1. Travis trying to hide inside of the base car. So, man, we've seen some wild action. We'll have a couple more pace laps here before we get going back. Travis trying to hold off McMillan, and man, that was a wild few laps, but man, McMillan on the outside really made that work. We haven't seen that happen much. We saw Stringfellow earlier in this race make a big pass on the outside, and I believe that may have been only the second time for the lead at least that we've seen a car power his way around on the outside. So John McMillan Jr., your stage 1 winner. See if we can get a quick word with John McMillan Jr. Hey John, this is Dakota in a broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, here, Dakota.
Hey man, a wild race out there. Looks like a lot of blocking going on. These next gens kind of lead you to do that, but not seeing a lot of people pass on the high lane, and you got it done there. What's your secret to getting it done on the high side, or how is your night in these next gen cars?
Next gen cars are actually kind of fun. Makes the racing a little bit closer. On the high side, I just got a good run and stayed tight to Travis there, and was able to make the pass.
Well, you're our stage 1 winner. Good job, John, and I'll expect to see you up here for a couple more of these.
Sounds good.
All right, have a good race.
Thanks, Dakota.
All right, that was our stage 1 winner, John McMillan Jr. Travis Scramita going to be the control car on the restart. Somebody down there in first gear. And we're looking for the end of lap 73 for the caution to end stage 2. John McMillan Jr., our stage 1 winner. Top 4 stayed out, everyone else pitted. At the end of the stage, Scramita going to lead us off 30 laps to get to the end of this session. We'll be looking for lap 73, the end of lap 73. As they go green, Scramita and Osmer side by side. Scramita pulls out to a quick lead. Looks like it may be an issue with Matthew Prentice. What happened here? .15 slow on the restart. Oh, gets in the grass, hits the outside wall. Wow, Matthew Prentice touched that inside grass, and he's trying to get up through the gears, get up to speed, spins that left rear wheel and hard into the outside wall. Still up front, Scramita and Osmer racing hard. Scramita not letting anybody get that bottom lane. Scramita down low. We've got Travis White's made his way up to third. Him and Tyler Humphrey now battling side by side. Tyler Humphrey up to the third spot. McMillan Jr. making his way back up. Oh, the 94 sideways. Him and the 16 make contact. Let's take a look. Oh, just a little bit of contact and it sends the 94 sideways. That'll bump Humphrey all the way back to 13th position. He's at the end of this big pack of cars. Now trying to make his way back up to the front. McMillan Jr.'s made his way back up to third. Now looking to the inside. Not going to be able to make a move right there. Cogswell's find his way up to fourth. Three of those UFA cars. Third, fourth, and fifth right now. Travis Scramita holding the lead. Kyle Adcock now trying to make a move. Moves himself up into the top five. He and Giglio, a lot of bumps. Adcock got a much better run down into the corner. He's going to try and find his way around. Cogswell now to the back bumper. Down low. Gets it in a little too low, maybe. The 27 of Cogswell's ends up sending it up high. Cogswell drops back to 8. Matt Goodell trying to make his way up. We're back to the top two of Scramita and McMillan Jr. These two have been dicing it up all night long. McMillan just biding his time right now. There's a hornet's nest back in here between Matt Goodell, Cogswell, Doug Neal, Nate Maurer, all these guys right on top of each other. Doug Neal on the inside trying to make a move. Kyle Adcock now to the inside of McMillan for second position. Oh, very close as McMillan tries to get back in line. Kyle Adcock pretty good in these next-gen cars. He in the 51 touch. McMillan to the inside. Anytime you just lose a little bit of momentum, you drop backwards quick as everyone trying to find their way around the 9, who just, I'm sure, let off, just blip the throttle just a touch, and you can see just how bad that little loss of momentum really hurts you. Well, those two get close. Scramita still out front. Blake's made his way back into third. Trying to stay in that draft. As Scramita is just trying to hold that bottom line, keep McMillan from getting to the inside of him. See Doug Neal starting to catch up a little bit. McMillan, man, he is there, just can't get enough of a run. He got it done on the outside earlier. Can he get it done on the outside this time? Gotta hold that bottom line. Oh, and he had to blip the throttle a little bit there. That's going to allow Giglio on the inside, and Doug Neal's right there as well. Before the end of the stage, let's do something I like to call turn up the volume. Giglio down below the white line trying to make a move. He's going to get to the inside. Doug Neal gives a little bit of a push to Scramita there. Now there's 5 cars under a blanket for the lead.